good morning or evening or afternoon, whatever time of day you're practicing with me today. Thank you for being here. We're going to go through a nice grounding practice today. So yeah, perfect for any time of day, for any kind of occasion or mood, especially if you're feeling a little bit wavy or a little bit scatterbrained. We're going to really focus on coming back into the body. Okay, so full embodiment throughout this practice. As always with your home practice, really tune in and connect to everything that's going on physically. Being sure to not push your body to any painful places. Finding that balance between kind of an effort and a release. Alright, so while our practice often isn't super easy, we don't want to take it we don't want to go so far past the edge that we're experiencing pain. Okay, we don't subscribe to that no pain, no gain mindset here. Alright, always practicing with kindness and appreciation for the body. Okay, if you have a cushion, you're in your house, I'm sure there's a cushion somewhere, get it, okay? It might be nice to have that to hand throughout some points today. I don't have anything else to say, so let's get started. We're going to come straight into tabletop. So take some time to sort of find yourself on the mat. We've got our wrists, our elbows and shoulders in alignment. We've got our knees and our hips in alignment, okay? So make sure the thighs aren't together here. We want to make sure everything's nice and stacked. Toes are on tucks, the top of the feet are pressing down. And spread the fingertips wide. So taking a moment to settle in. And then I want us to close down the eyes here. And if it feels like the body needs a bit of a sway, then please facilitate that. Sealing the lips and taking the breath in and out through the nose. Try to soften the face. And don't worry so much about kind of drawing that tummy in just now. Let the belly be soft. And let the breath be deep and full. Taking a moment to connect to any energies that are at play within the body. Noticing any emotions or sensations. And anything that comes up, just accepting. Whether you're feeling great or whether you're feeling not so. I'm going to take a big cleansing breath together before we start to move the body. So I invite you to inhale as deep as possible through the nose. And then when you're ready to exhale, open the mouth and release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Why not? Inhale as deep as possible through the nose. Exhale through the mouth to release. Last time, big inhale through the nose. And when you're ready to exhale, sigh and release. Okay, keeping the eyes closed or flickering them open if you prefer. We're going to start to draw some circles with the body here. So just sending the weight of the body forward and round, and then sending it back. You can start to engage your ujjayi breath here if that's something that you practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just take that breath nice and deep in and out through the nose. Reversing those circles, taking them the other way. Again, really noticing the sensations in the body. Notice what's going on with you today. And then coming back through center. We're going to spin around on the hands so that the fingertips face the outer edges of the mat and just give it a sway side to side. If you've got a bit more mobility in the wrists and the forearms, you can spin the hands all the way around so the fingers point to the knees. If so, draw some little circles. And reverse the little circles if you're taking this variation. Flipping the hands back round, fingertips face the top of the mat. We're going to start to walk the hands away from the body. So the bum stays high here, okay? We keep the knees and hips in that nice alignment. Start to melt the chest down. Now it doesn't matter if we come here and hover in space, just let it be. If you can take it all the way down, then allow your body to surrender to the earth. Couple of breaths. Super nice. Let's start to walk the hands back in toward the body. Coming back to a tabletop position. Inhale through a cat stretch. Open the chest, lift that bum high, gaze up. Exhale to peel the tailbone under. Draw the belly up and in, chin to chest, round off the shoulders. Keep it going with your own breath. Inhale. Lifting the chest, lifting the bum, lifting the head. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine, rounding the shoulders, chin to chest. Now really feel into this fluid movement, matching movement to breath. And then meeting through a neutral position, we're going to send the hips back to the heels and just find a nice kneeling position. Okay, from here, take a big shoulder roll the shoulders toward the ears and then squeeze them together behind you. Interlace the hands at the base of the spine. Pull the hands away from the body, squeezing the shoulders, open the chest. Now, if you start to kind of go forward here because you're pulling too much, then don't pull so hard, okay? We want to keep that alignment of the spine. Breathing into that space in the chest. Let the belly soften. Let the face soften. If it feels good, starting to move the head very gently, stretching out the neck. And then releasing the hands. Hands come in front of the body and we're going to shake them off. So really enthusiastically shaking through the hands. Remembering to keep breathing. Increasing that energy flow through the arms, through the upper body. Beautiful. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, palms come together, lower through heart space. 2 more, big inhale to the sky. Exhale, palms through heart space. Last time, inhale. Exhale, palms through heart. We're going to let the hands come back down to the earth. Come back through your tabletop and we're going to work our way into our first downward facing dog, okay? So, Tuck the toes. Very slowly send in those sit bones, or hips, up toward the ceiling. Now take your time here. I want you to really take the opportunity to feel into every single piece of the body. So pedal through the heels, press through the fingertips. Fiddle in with your outfit if you need to. Now separate the feet mat width distance. Toes are facing just slightly away from the heels. Start to walk the hands back toward the feet. As you do that, drop the bum down, finding Armalasana. Now, this might be a little bit cruel so soon in your practice, especially if you're doing this first thing in the morning and you're pretty new to this. So forgive yourself if it sucks a little bit. Alright, let's find some free movement here. Really getting deep into those hips, coming onto alternate toes. Really feeling the mat beneath the feet as you press down. Allow yourself to fully arrive in the body. Super. Meeting at a point of stillness. We're going to send the sit bones up toward the ceiling as we find our first forward fold. Pivot on the feet so the feet come parallel to one another and let the torso drop down. Grabbing for opposite elbows or opposite shoulders. Head is the heaviest part of the body here. Rock or sway as your body wants to. And feel that length start to creep into the hamstrings. Feel the spine start to release. And then release fingertips down to the earth, bend into the knees, chin to chest. We're going to peel all the way up to standing. Arms stay heavy. Slowly uncurling. Roll the shoulders toward the ears and squeeze together. Interlace the hands at the base of the spine. Pull that fist away, open through the chest. And again, if you start to kind of lurch forward, then just bring the hands close to the body, okay? Keep that alignment. You're just going to gracefully walk to the top of the mat. Bring the feet to about hip width apart. Take a big inhale to open the chest even more. And as we exhale, soften the knees and we're going to fold forward. Keeping the fingertips interlaced, send them up and over the head. And then stay folded, release the fingers, let them float all the way down to the mat. Next inhale, find a halfway lift, straight legs flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to standing. This time arms go wide and they go high. Bring the hands to a prayer position. Exhale the hands through heart space. Inhale, arms go wide into the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. So soften the knees, take the arms wide. Find yourself in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs flat back. Plant the palms. Let's step it back to a downward facing dog. So second down dog of our practice. Maybe this one feels a bit more comfortable, maybe it doesn't, okay? It's all good. Dropping the knees to the earth to find a tabletop position. And again, really think about the alignment here, stacking wrists, elbows and shoulders, stacking knees and hips. This time the toes are tucked, okay? And what I want to do here is really press the ground away. All right, so we're finding that dome in at the, between the shoulders. So press the earth away. Take some breaths as we gaze between the hands. And then maybe try and push the heels away a little bit so we get an opening through the toes, okay? Stretching out the feet. Now keep that press, keep that lift. We're going to float the knees about an inch, maybe 2 off the earth. Keep breathing. And lower. Again, pressing back through those heels to see if we can open out through the soles of the feet. And then float the knees, let's go. And lower. We're going to do that one more time. Press the earth away. Find your grounding, find your focus. Lift the knees, let them hover. And then very slowly send the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. We're going to let the right foot come between the hands. You can step it, maybe it floats, maybe it needs a very gentle drag. Okay, that's fine. Lower the left knee down and untuck the left toe. Keep the fingertips down here and try and open through the heart space. If your fingertips don't quite reach, that's fine, okay? Breathe into that space. Now we're going to bring the right arm up to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the right arm down on the inside of the right shin. Heel toe the right foot out to the edge of the mat. So we've got this wider lunge going on, preparing for our lizard variation. If you like, you can slide that left knee a little bit further away. Maybe come down onto the palms and stay here. Maybe you want to grab for your cushion and bring your forearms down. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe your forearms come straight down to the earth. Wherever you find yourself, try to relax the face, unclench your jaw, and allow yourself to be fully present. Maybe we don't want to be completely present here because it might suck a little bit, all right? Cultivating resilience in the face of things that suck a little bit. Now maybe your left hand or forearm stays down as the right arm spirals to the sky. And then wherever you are, both hands come down to the earth, lift the chest up. We're going to tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee. Step the right foot all the way back to a downward facing dog. Now guess what? Side two, left foot comes between the hands. Maybe it steps, maybe it floats, maybe it needs to be wrestled, okay? It's all good. Drop the right knee down, untuck the right toe, and stay on the fingertips for a minute here, okay? Not literally a minute. Open the chest, gaze forward. Again, if your fingertips aren't quite there, it's all right. Right fingertips stay down, left arm peels to the ceiling. And then as the left arm comes down, it does so inside of the left knee. Heel toe the left foot out to the edge of the mat. And again, maybe scooting that right leg back a little bit. Find whatever's working for you today. Find what your body wants. Lizard variation this side. Maybe we stay on the hands. Maybe we come down to the forearms. Maybe we apply a nice comfy cushion. Whatever you are, directing your breath into those spots of resistance. Maybe our right arm or hand stays down, our left arm peels up. Left hand comes down, if it was lifted, wherever you are, come back onto the hands. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, step it back, down dog. Feel free to sigh or shake or swear or whatever you need to do to release here. We're going to come onto the toes. Now we're going to crisscross the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Okay, so right foot goes all the way to the left side. Left foot comes across the top and all the way to the right. And again. And again. And again, come onto the fingertips if you need to, and again. And again. All the way until you eventually come into some kind of forward fold and release here. Now soften the knees as much as you need to allow the fingertips to come to the earth, and if they are there, use the peace fingers of either hand, loop them around the big toe, and exhale to deepen this fold, pulling the torso down onto the thighs, knee toward the knees. And if this is just absolutely not happening today, then just explore your forward fold however it's showing up for you. Beautiful. Release the toes if you've got that grip, fingertips to the earth. Heel toe the feet mat width distance, toes pointing away just slightly from the heels. Drop the bum down, Malasana. And again, give it some side to side, give it a wiggle, really feel into this posture. If your hands can come up and arms can be on the outside of the knees, then that's great. If your fingertips need to be down, that's also great. Hands plant back down. Let's send the sit bones to the sky. Find a forward fold. Heel toe the feet back into hip width apart. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs flat back. Exhale, fold down. And inhale, rise to the sky. Big sweep with the arms. Hands come together over the head and exhale, hands through heart space. Take a pause here. Close down the eyes. Focus on the breath. Now we'll take a big sigh before we continue. So big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Flickering the eyes open. Okay, we're going to take a big step back with the left foot. So we come to face the side of the mat, okay? Feet are either parallel to the short edges of the mat, or maybe you want to pigeon toe the toes in a little bit, okay? Whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. We're going to roll the shoulders toward the ears and squeeze them together behind the body. Take a big inhale. And then as we exhale, hinge from the hips, start to come down. And then inhale, rise back up. So we're using the glutes here. And again, exhale to come down. Inhale to lift back up. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. This time inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale, dive all the way into your forward fold. Now, maybe your hands aren't quite to the earth yet, and that's absolutely fine. Just allow them to kind of float in midair. Maybe you grab elbows to find a little bit of freedom here. If the hands are down relatively comfortably, let's walk the hands back toward the body and see if we can line the wrists up with the heels, and then drop the head. Let the head sway side to side. Breathe space into the back of the legs. And then either fingertips or palm plants down in front of the face. Sorry, left fingertips or palm plant down in front of the face. As we inhale, that right arm spirals up to the sky. Pause here. Next exhale, right hand comes all the way down and we switch. So right palm or fingertips are in front of the face. Left arm takes the sky. And next exhale, melt all the way down. Take a little softness in the knees here and let's peel all the way to a standing position. Big step back towards the top of the mat, feet are hip width apart. Ground down through the feet and then inhale, arms to the sky, look up, gaze up. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lost my words. Inhale, send the right leg up toward the ceiling. Open the hips here. And then as we exhale, the right knee comes behind the right wrist. And we heel toe the right foot out toward the left a little bit. Slide the left leg back and we're setting up for our pigeon variation. Okay, so take some breaths here. And just sink the sit bones toward the mat. Use the fingertips to balance. You want to keep the hips square to the top of the mat. Try and relax the face. And then we're going to let the right sit bone come all the way to the earth. The left leg is going to spin around. Left ankle comes to the top of the right knee. Okay, so if that didn't go as smoothly as perhaps you hoped it would, then just meet us here, okay? We've got the right leg bent in front of the body, shins parallel to the top or the side of the mat. And then we're going to bring our left ankle to sit on top of the right knee. So we got this kind of stacked shins going on, all right? Now, here's where your cushion comes in. If your left knee is kind of all the way up here and it's super uncomfortable, I mean, this posture is uncomfortable anyway, but you know what I mean. We're going to slide that cushion underneath the knee. And we're going to sink in, okay? Fingertips either side of the body, lift the chest. Now, if you get any pinching sensations in the knees, or again, if you start to edge into a painful place, then back off a little bit, okay? And just find a softer variation that works for your body, okay? Always trust in the messages that your body's giving you. Now maybe you stay here and that's enough. Maybe this is super intense. Maybe you want to start walking the hands in front of the body and finding a forward fold. Now as you breathe, notice where that physical resistance is. And just see if you can consciously soften even just a little bit. And this is crazy intense, okay? I'm with you on that. Just stay with your breath. And then if you took that fold, we're going to walk the hands back toward the body. Just come back up onto the fingertips either side of the hips and lift the chest. We're going to very gently unravel the legs. Plant the feet down on the earth. The knees are bent here. Hands come behind the butt. We're going to window wipe the knees side to side. Just softly try to flush out any of that energy. Getting a really, really low rate butt massage as we do this. Awesome, we're going to find our way back into a down dog. So maybe you want to kind of vinyasa your way there. We're going to cross the ankles over one another, feet are floating. Bring the feet to the earth, power through the legs, hands plant on the ground, step back, down dog. Maybe you want to take a little bit of a flow here. Or feel free to stay in your down dog. If you want to flow it up or flow it back, come onto the toes, roll the body forward into a high plank. Drop the knees to the mat. Drop the chest and the chin to the mat. Roll it forward into an up dog or a cobra and exhale. Back to down dog. Settle back in here. Notice any extra space that's crept into the body. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale the left leg to the sky. We want to open the hips here, send it high. Exhale. Left knee behind the left wrist. And heel toe the left foot out to the right side of the mat a little bit. Slide the right leg back and behind. So, same story this side. Take some time to really feel into this posture. Now maybe you got one side that's significantly more spacious or comfortable than the other. Okay, so same story here. Drop the left sit bone down to the mat, and the right leg's going to swivel round, and the right ankle's going to make its way to the top of the left knee. Again, if that wasn't super smooth or seamless, don't worry, we'll meet here anyway. So this time we've got the left leg at this kind of L shape in front of the body. The shin is lining up to either the side of the mat or the top of the mat. We bring the right ankle on top of the left knee. Again, maybe the right knee is kind of floating somewhere up here and it's already like, ow, why are we doing this? Bring your cushion to rest somewhere here to just kind of make it a little bit more comfortable. And again, remembering what we said about pain, not into it, not a fan, all right? So always find softer variations should you need to. Onto the fingertips, open the chest, lengthen the body, and exhale to start to fold. Maybe, okay? Maybe folding isn't gonna happen. That's fine as well, right? Either we're gonna be here for a few breaths, so just see what's working for you today. See where your resistance is. See what kind of thoughts, feelings come up here. I'm guessing a few people are going to be thinking, why did I put this video on? What are you doing to me? And yeah, that's valid, okay? If you took that fold, let's start to walk the hands back toward the body. Fingertips either side of the hips, open the chest. And then very gently unraveling the legs. Plant the feet down on the mat, knees are bent. Let's window wiper the knees side to side to just flush it out. And find our way to a staff seat. So, sit bones rooted down, fingertips either side of the hips, roll the shoulders toward the ears and then squeeze them together so we've got that nice long neck. Flex the toes in toward the face. If this is real uncomfortable, you can take a bend to the knee. You can sit on that cushion, okay? Sometimes elevating the hips a little bit just makes this more, I don't know, doable. Makes it a little happier place to be. Then we're going to inhale, big sweep up with the arms. As we exhale, we're going to find a forward fold. So come down. If you're a little bit more spacious in the body, maybe you want to interlace the hands, fingers, and wrap them around the soles of the feet. Okay, and if that's not there, maybe the fingers hook around the toes, or maybe we just let the head melt down. Okay, wherever you find yourself, just be accepting. Sink into that space with a bit of compassion. Just let the face be soft. Release if you've got any kind of grip and let the body roll up to an upright seated position. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together now. Knees fall out to the side. Bring the hands around the feet. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to melt forward. Release the feet. Let the hands walk down. Now maybe the fold's not deep. That's okay. Maybe it is, and that's also okay. Whatever your fold is, we're going to walk the hands over to the left. Soften the face. Unclench the jaw. Walk the hands back through centre and take them to the right. This time lengthening the left side body. Hands back through centre. Lift the body back up. We're going to cross the ankles over one another and just roll into a tabletop position. So we're back where we started. Toes are untucked, tops of the feet flat to the earth. Fingers spread. Taking a couple of sways with the body. Feel free to close down the eyes here. Allowing the body to make any movements that it's seeking. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So inhale, exhale, sigh. Inhale, exhale, sigh. Inhale. One more time, let it go. Keep the eyes closed and we come to a kneeling position. Hands on the thighs, palms up or palms down, however you feel called. The gaze inward, just let the breath return to its natural rhythm. And just take a silent moment of gratitude for every breath, every movement, every moment and every day. Let the hands float up to a prayer position at heart space. Feeling the energy between the palms. And we'll take one final cleansing breath to seal this practice. Inhale as deep as possible. Exhale, sigh, let it go. I'd like to thank you for sharing your space and your time with me. When you're ready, we're going to bow the forehead down to the fingertips. Lift the head, open the eyes, and smile if you feel. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Yeah, feel free to share, subscribe, whatever you feel. Yeah, feedback is welcome. But mainly I hope you are well, I hope you are safe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.